Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video in programming the finite element method using MATLAB. In this video we are going to be talking about materials and how to define those materials, the required constants in the materials. Now of course, if you are new to this video series, please notice that this is a continuation of the finite element method series that I will be linking on the top right. Furthermore, if you are wondering or just stumbled upon this video by chance, then please notice that this video is part of its own little video series. So as I said, we're going to define something called the STRMaterial as a precursor to using it in lines. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Now it's important to mention that usually my dear channel members get to download the codes ready for their own use. However, if you are not a channel member, then don't worry, because I will not hide anything. Everything I do, you can do with me, so you would have the same code as me. Now, let's start with it. So first of all, I need to define me a new script or class. So I click on new script here, and I'll save that. I'll save it as STRMaterial. Now, if you notice that my setup has changed and the resolution has changed, that's true. I invested in some hardware to improve the resolution and improve my delivery for you. I might invest in another mic, and we will think about this in the future. Okay, now I have a file called STRMaterial. I'm gonna class dev it, meaning that I will make this become an object. The object's name is gonna be STRMaterial, and since I class dev'd it, I must end the class def, and here the material is gonna have properties, and it also is going to have methods. Remember, properties are the things that an object has, and methods are things that an object can do. Now, what are the things that the STRMaterial should have? The first thing is it should have an ID. Second thing is it should have a name. Furthermore, it should have the elastic modulus. I might just call it E. I don't know. I'll call it E and give here a little comment saying that this is the Young's modulus or the elastic modulus. You could expand and give a G here and a mu here, where this is a shear modulus and that's the Poisson's ratio. I will keep this for possible expansion in the future. For methods, now the material is going to have two methods for now. It's going to be able to define itself, so it's called the constructor. Function object equals STRMaterial, and here I'm going to end the constructor. Now, what do I want the constructor to get passed to? I want him to pass the ID, the name, and the elastic modulus. Of course, here, those things get assigned to the object. So object.id equals the given ID, object.name equals the given name. Now, please notice I am assuming that you know everything about object-oriented programming in MATLAB. If you don't know, then please tell me in the comment section. Maybe you need some videos about MATLAB's basics. All right, now I made my object here, the constructor, and well, I need another function which basically gives me the report. So to string, and this is going to take an object. Of course, here I need to report things. So I'm going to say here fprintf. I'm going to say str or just material and the name. So the string here stands for string. And then I'm going to say number and give it the ID. Okay, this is how I'm going to report materials. So it will tell me material, it will tell me the name, and then the ID. Now here I need to tell it the name. So object.name and then object.id. I might let him report the elastic modulus, but I really don't want to, because the elastic modulus is usually a huge number. It will fill the screen for no apparent reason. So I think that's good enough for us. So yeah, that is the definition of materials. And let's put this to the test. If I go to main here and do a quick test for myself, just to see if the material definition is good enough or not, let's define it by hand first and say material 1, let's define it on the top here. Material 1 is going to equal STRMaterial. Remember, this is not how we should do things. We should let the controller do things because it will automate some stuff for us. So STRMaterial -1 as the ID. For the name, I'm going to call this steel. And for the elastic modulus, I'm going to give it 200 gigapascal. Now, by the way, you could add other things to material, like the yielding stuff and so on. For now, I'm giving it a minimalistic definition. I might change the definitions in the future if I want to perform steel design, for example. Now here we have steel, which is 200 gigapascals. Of course, notice our units here are going to be base units. The base units are Newton and meter and second and so on. We're not going to deal with kilonewtons, or we're not going to deal with kilometers or something. Everything is going to be in newtons and in meters as base units. You could have a unit system, however, I don't want to do this. Fantastic. Now, this is the STRMaterial. It has been defined. Let's see if I can report it. So STRMaterial.toString, and let's take a look if I can report it, if it reports itself. So let's push the F5 button and see what happens. And let's see. Now, first of all, there are no errors. And second of all, it reports the material. However, this seems to be glued to each other. There is no line separator. The reason behind this is because I didn't push the enter key here. So thing N here, this will basically push the enter key. So if I run the main again, we can see now that it has been perfectly defined. So yeah, that's rather a short video, but in this video I wanted to quickly talk about the STRMaterials. And with that being said, I want to give a steel-sized shout out to my channel members in the contributor level and the helper level, whose names are going to be shown on the screen. I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart, as their support to the channel is priceless to me and enables me to provide you with videos hopefully on time and with a certain quality I try to achieve, and for that I am forever thankful. In the end, I hope that you enjoyed the video and you found it beneficial. If you have enjoyed the video, then please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and so on, especially subscribing because it helps increase the reach of my channel. As per usual, this is the Civil Engineering Essentials channel, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.